What's up guys, JV2017 here, and I am bringing you a new Fallout 4 tips and tricks video, and this time we're continuing my unique weapon guide series with some Grognak gear. Just a quick reminder guys, this is your hub for daily Fallout 4 content here on YouTube, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned on my channel for daily Fallout 4 tips and tricks videos. Today I'm going to show you how to get Grognak's axe and costume, which is a pair of unique items based on Grognak the Barbarian, a popular comic book character in the Fallout universe. These are great items for a strength-based melee character, or you could even throw them on a melee-based companion if you're not a melee character yourself. Before we begin, I want to announce that I will be live streaming an entire Fallout 4 survival mode playthrough on my Twitch channel starting December 15th. So check the description below for a link to my Twitch channel. We'll be playing Fallout for at least 3 hours every single day for a solid month, and I'll be giving away one copy of Fallout 4 on Xbox One to a lucky viewer at the end of my very first stream on December 15th. I'm still working on an exact streaming time and schedule, but once I've got that figured out, I will let you all know, and I will put it in the description of all of my videos starting today. On to the topic of this video, we're talking about Grognak's unique items, and the location for both of these is Hubris Comics, which is a location kind of in between Diamond City and Goodneighbor. It's almost right in the middle, so it's northeast of Diamond City and southwest of Goodneighbor. It's very close to where you'll be going in the story, to find Nick Valentine. So you'll come across the axe first. It's in a display case which is just left when you enter the store, and sometimes this will be completely open or it will have an advanced lock on it. So if you don't have lockpicking, your options are to go get Kate at the combat zone, which is very close nearby. Or I would also just recommend saving before you go into this comic book store and then seeing if it just loads without a lock. I mean, I came here 2 different times on 2 different saves. One of them didn't have any lock on it and one of them did. So if you don't have lockpicking, that's probably your best bet. And once you get Grognak's axe, you'll see that hits cause more stagger and targets take bleed damage, and it's a medium speed melee weapon. So it's got this kind of unique combo between the staggering and wounding modifiers, but I'm not really sure if more stagger, that effect is better than the actual staggering modifier or not. It doesn't seem to activate on every hit, which makes me think it's basically the same thing as the staggering legendary modifier. And also, if you pay attention to combat in this video, you will see the enemy health bars actually are draining kind of slowly. So I'm not sure if, take bleed damage effect on this weapon is the same as the wounding legendary modifier, which is, targets bleed for 25 additional damage, but it seems awfully similar. Next, you'll want to find the Grognak costume, which is on pretty much the top floor of Hubris Comics. I think it's either the 3rd or 4th floor, and if you watch right now, I'll give you a direct path, to find this from the entrance. So essentially, this increases the wearer's strength and melee damage. More specifically, it gives you +2 strength, +20% melee damage, and +10 damage resistance. So I want to point out an observation that I had. When I was using Grognak's axe and no costume, I had 39 melee damage, and my character only has 3 strength, so not really a strength-based character. And once I put on Grognak's costume, my melee damage went all the way up to 52. So I kind of broke this down and tried to get the math as close as possible, so I'm going to share my findings with you guys. So you're getting the 2 points of strength, from wearing Grognak's costume. That gets you 20 more carry weight and 20% more melee damage just from the strength. If you guys didn't know, each point of strength gets you 10% more melee damage. So if you're getting 2 points of strength, that in turn gets you 20% more melee damage. So I expected that 20% more melee damage just to come from the strength, but I'm not sure that's the case. It almost seems like on top of that, you get an additional 20% melee damage for a total of +40% damage for melee weapons. And the reason that is because you don't just jump from 39 to 52 damage just from a 20%, increase. There's something more going on there. And on top of that, you're getting +10 damage resistance, which is the equivalent of having a rank of toughness, which is an endurance perk. So this overall is just a really strong piece of armor, and it only takes up your chest and kind of the underneath slot. So like your Vault 111 armor, this would replace that and your chest armor. You can still wear leg armor. You can still wear, you know, like things on your head, so hats and glasses. So you can really kind of benefit from this armor tremendously while still wearing other pieces. Now you may be wondering why I haven't mentioned mods, and that's because there are no mods for either of these items. If you bring them to their respective workbenches, they won't even show up. You know, they don't even say no mods, they just don't even show up on those screens. So there's no modding going on with these, unfortunately. Just a final observation, the Grognak's Axe will not be the strongest melee weapon out there. You know, a super sledge is definitely going to outclass this weapon, even with those unique weapon modifiers. But, you know, it's really cool, and also Grognak's costume is very worth your time. So if you pair Grognak's costume with another like really strong melee weapon out there, your melee based character will be an absolute monster. And so I'd like to know, are you going to go out and get Grognak's items right now? And how would you rate these items compared to other ones? Like I said, you're going to find better melee weapons out there, but the costume is second to none for those strength-based melee characters. And also suggest another weapon for me to cover in a future unique weapon guide video. Share all of that in the comments below. Alright guys, today I showed you how to get Grognak's Axe and costume in Fallout 4, and next time we will cover more Fallout on my channel, so stay tuned for daily Fallout 4 tips and tricks videos, and remember this is your one-stop shop for Fallout 4 content on YouTube. If you learned something new, remember to hit that like button, I would really appreciate it, and don't forget to subscribe for more unique weapon guides, build guides, and general tips and tricks videos. Talk to you guys next time. Peace.